Hey everybody! So I wish you knew the setup that I had to go through to make this little backdrop. I don't know what to call this. Anyways, the baby's asleep and her naps are unpredictable. So gotta go right now. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the crochet wig that I made. So this is the wig. So my concern when I made the wig, and I learned how to make the wig from a YouTuber called Beauty Can Braid, and I'd seen some other crochet wig tutorials, but I feel like that was the one that really made the most sense to me, and kind of like her techniques that I used to make the wig. So I'm going to put the wig on to talk about it while it's on my head. So the thing I did want you to notice though is that when it's on the wig head, you can see all of this white. You can see all the white coming through, and you can see the band really well from the mesh cap underneath. But for some reason, when it's on my head, you can't really notice it. Yeah, so I had my husband check like several times to make sure that it wasn't noticeable. You know, he's taller than me and everything. And people at work thought it was my real hair, or at least some people did, I think. And but none of them look like me, so I'm not really sure. So that's the band, and it doesn't really fit on my head. It's a little bit too small, but the hair kind of covers it up. And if you tug at the edges enough, if I finagle it enough, I can get it to cover all of my hair. I'm just adjusting it all the way around, and then it comes down all the way. At first, when I made it, it was too tight, and that was just really annoying. So one thing that I do is that I push this back a little bit, right, so that my hair is my hairline is showing a little bit, and then I haven't worn it in a couple weeks, I guess, since I cut my actual hair. I've just been wearing my actual hair. So I kind of have to work with it a little bit, but honestly, in real life, it's not that noticeable, and heck, if it is, whatever, okay? Like, I did what I could do, all right? So this is it. This is kind of like my dream of what my hair would look like if I ever were to grow this long, thick, and voluminous. So again, looking down from the top, for some reason, and I'll have to watch the video back and see how noticeable it really is. But from the top, I feel like you can't really see what's going on. So this is my wig. This is my husband calls it my diva hair. I really like it. I really like it a lot. I haven't worn it in a while, so seeing myself in it, it makes me want to grow my hair out. I'm very undecided. I feel like I don't have the time, energy, and I don't think I actually care enough to put in the effort to grow my hair out all long and luxurious and wonderful. So this may be my alternative. So let me talk about, I used a crochet hook, of course. This is the hair that I used. It was Faux Femme Caribbean. I used about a pack and a half, maybe a pack and like 3/4. I cut a lot of it down. So I took the hair, I have some hair left over. I took the hair out of the pack, I cut it in half, and it was this long. So you can see what the coil is like, right? So when I crocheted it, it was this length. It's really hard to see with this background, but it was this length. I separated each of these into about 3 or 4 sections. So this is probably, so I would pull it apart into sections about this size. And I didn't really care about the straggly ends. And so I used the crochet hook. I used what is this called? Oh, this was the open mesh wig and weave liner. I got all this stuff at my local beauty supply store. I had to look really hard for a beauty supply store, but I found one that's actually not too far away. So It is open in the top, and so I put it on the wig head and I tied a knot and cut off the excess, and then just proceeded to crochet all the way around. I posted some pictures on my Instagram as I was making it, like when I made the first row in the back, and then when I made it when it was about halfway done, and then when I was completely done, I was, hey everybody, it's Shay on Instagram, so follow me there. I was really proud of myself. I still am really proud of myself. My husband says that it looks really good. I've purchased some other wigs in the past, and he's like, this is the best one that you've worn ever, is the one that you made. So I'm really proud of myself. I think it looks really good. I did do a lot of just pulling at it and cutting at this angle to try and keep the like layered look. And it was a little long in the back, so I just cut at it. I wasn't really afraid or nervous. I just cut at it. The hair was about $7 a pack, and then, okay, you're gonna have to do the math with me. Math is not a skill that I have, okay? I have to work really hard at that. So the wig, sorry, blah, blah, the hair was about $7 a pack, so that's $14, plus like $2 for my wig head, 14, 15, 16, that's $16. I already had the crochet hook from before. I don't know, it was a couple dollars somewhere. And the wig cap was a couple dollars as well. So we're at 14, 16, so like $16-ish, maybe with a little bit of tax. It took me maybe like 3 days to work on. I just worked on it here and there a little bit as I could, in just like little spare bits of time. I probably could have gone a lot faster if I was just focused entirely on making the wig and I didn't have anything else to do, but that's just not my life. So it took a few days. At first it was kind of overwhelming, and so that's why I cut a lot of it. Let's see, it's still kind of big hair, so it's still kind of in your face, and you gotta kind of be okay with that. And I'm generally okay with that. Sometimes it brings on a little more attention than I really want to have. So anyways, it's synthetic hair. It does kind of tangle and mat, and every time there's a knot, I just cut it out. Because it was so thick and big that I am not concerned about just cutting off little pieces. And if it falls apart in a couple months, I don't really care that much, because it was really cheap to make, and I could just make another one. But it's holding up pretty good so far. I do kind of like individually, kind of almost like finger detangling a little bit sometimes, just to make sure that it's not getting too matted up or too ratty, like that. Like that one right there. The bang situation, I live for a swoop. Okay? I've been wearing a side part since I stopped wearing ponytails when I was like 11 or something. So I love a side part. I've noticed that if I pull the hair to the side and kind of spread it out, I still get the asymmetrical look, but it's not in my face where I can't see and I can't live my life, because that drives me insane. So it's kind of more of like a feathered look. Anyways, I'm just kind of rambling now. So this is my hair. I couldn't think of any other questions that you might have about it. I really like it. I was wearing it to work for a couple of weeks, but when I cut my hair, I stopped wearing it, and I'm not totally sure if they knew that it was a wig or like what the situation was with all of that. But I'm just a lot more comfortable in my short hair, and I feel like if I went back to wearing the wig and everyone was like staring at me and talking to me and all that kind of stuff, I don't know if I would really like that. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe down below for more videos so that you can stay connected and be alerted every time I upload a new video. And hopefully I can start doing this more often, because I miss you guys. Alrighty, thanks so much. Bye.